How's it going, everybody? Thanks for checking out Exile State Comics. I'm Justin, and we are doing a haul for April 20th. New comics that came out on April 20th. Also got a couple variants and a couple back issues. So I'll go over those first, and then the new books for this week. And then, of course, after the haul, I'll go over the comments that were left in last week's haul video. There's a good amount, so it'll take a minute. And be sure to leave a comment this week, and I'll go over it next week in the haul for next week. That's how simple it is. Also, be sure to check out comicbook.com. Great content's always going up on there. A writer and the managing editor over there, so definitely check it out. Leave comments on those articles. And I just started writing for comicfrontline.com, so definitely check out that website. Right now, I just have one article up over there, but there's tons of articles, other things. But I embedded my Illuminati review from last week, from Illuminati issue 6, 8, something. I don't remember what issue it was. Yeah, but alright, so check out those two websites because there's good stuff there. Also check out Walla because they sent me that big Batman decal and it's awesome and it's huge. It's 8 foot freaking tall. Batman in my room. What? Got a huge Batman in my office thanks to Walla. So everybody check them out. Okay, so let's get into the comics for this week. Like I said, I'm going to do a couple variants first. First is Daredevil issue number 1. It's the black and white cover from like Books A Million. It's the fried pie variant. You can't see it because the barcode's down there, but it's fried pie. This is issue 1, like I said, the Charles Soule run, so the new one. I have the full colored version, like all colored in. I think he's wearing the red suit in that one too, not the black suit. Yep. But yeah, so excited to get that. Of course, I'm going to get it out of the bag and put it in a proper bag because these backboards are flimsy and it's just not safe. And if you put it in a bag and fold it in there, it doesn't work right. So I'm going to put it in a proper bag. All right, next is the variant cover for Books A Million, and this is Batman issue 50, also the color version. And even though the barcode says it's the black and white, it's not. So I hope I didn't pay more than what it should have been. It could happen. Who knows? Who knows? All right, next. The back issue. This one I didn't mean to pick up, right? But I was there and looked over and saw it. It's the front of a long box. So I was like, I'll look, see. And sure enough, Quasar, issue number 1. Could Quasar show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I probably could, because I don't know if we're going to get Nova anytime soon. He could. But, it's a good story if you haven't read it. Like, how he comes to grips with the power bands and deals with having them versus other people that tried and things like that. So, it's pretty cool. The book I actually went in to get was this book. This is Detective Comics. This is issue 652 with Batman and Huntress. And Chuck Dixon, of course, was doing a ton of stories. This guy was cranking out 20 different books a month back then. And this came out in late October 92. So that's really cool. So my birthday in 92. Awesome. But I'm probably going to get the books that go around that one, 650 to 655. I think that's a whole story arc. Could be 651 to 655. But I want to get those. Good story, good art. I think some of those are Sam Keith covers. So be fun to get. Okay, so now let's get into the books that I actually picked up this week. Starting off with DC is Poison Ivy, The Cycle of Life and Death. This is issue number 4 of 6. I'm sure we got some more green babies in this one. And let's see, what else is going on in this story? Oh, the ads. Yeah, green babies. So, been a pretty good book. I'm in it at this point. There's 2 issues to go. I'm going to stick with it and see how the story runs. It seems like originally it was only a 4-parter. Now they've expanded it to 6. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a 6 the whole time. I could be wrong. All right. So this week from Image, we had 2 books returning that have been on break for a minute. First one is Tokyo Ghost with Rick Remender and Sean Murray. Really dig this book. The first trade's out. It covers the first 5 issues. It's only $10. Check it out. It's worth the get. now to see where, I mean, look at this crazy stuff going on. This is a great book. Fun story. It's set a bit in the future, so it's sci-fi-ish. You got, tech rules everything, basically, so check it out. Also back this week is Invincible. This is issue 127? Yeah, 127. The greatest super comic here in the universe. Yeah. So excited to see where this goes, what goes on. This is the first return from the reboots storyline that was going on before, where Invincible was sent back in time, basically to the first day that he had his powers. He kind of progressed from there, but he had all of his knowledge and everything. So, excuse me. That was a pretty cool storyline, how it ended. Like, he was given this choice. He said, screw it, went back to where he was supposed to be with his family. But he's, like, missed out on, like, years of his daughter's life. Like, it's flung in the future. So I want to see how that plays out. It's kind of weird. Smart. Okay, next we're going to get into Marvel. Just kind of burn through Marvel. First is The Mighty Thor, issue number 6. This should be a pretty cool issue. I believe we're going to get a kind of the story of more of like what's going on with Thor, Odinson, that is. As we saw in the last issue, he was kind of chained up, so that'll be cool. See what's going on. I'm sure he will free himself and then come back soon, or something will happen. I hope. Alright, so next is Extraordinary X-Men. This is issue number 9. This is like part 2 or 3 of the Apocalypse Wars. I'm not sure what part we're up to at this point. Oh my gosh, they are there for a while. So, we kind of jump to the future. Oh my gosh, my book's falling. It's okay. We kind of jump to the future with the team and saw what was going on last time. I guess we're gonna see what happened in that missing time frame. So check that out. Apocalypse Wars is going pretty good. We're also doing a show on comicbook.com's YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description below to anything I talk about here, where we do Apocalypse Wars, and we also do the Avengers standoff storyline that's going on now. So check those out if you want to know more about those stories. If you haven't got into it, check those videos out. We talk about it a good bit, and you can kind of tell whether or not you want to get into those stories or not. Or if you want to wait on the trades. Alright, next. Hyperion, issue number 2. I mean, I dig the Squadron Supreme book and the Squadron Sinister book that was before it. So, picking this up, it is completely different than what I thought it was. Issue 1, he's like kind of taking a break from Squadron Supreme. He is just kind of out doing a job, working amongst the people, like getting to know the universe that he's in. Because remember, Hyperion's universe prior to Secret Wars was destroyed. Like, it's gone. That whole unit gone. So AIM found him, plucked him out of like a negative space, a blank space in a void outside the universe. I don't know. So that was kind of cool. Now he's picked up this hitchhiker. He was going to take her into this town, but somebody's coming to get her. So craziness is going to ensue. And the last new book I got this week, Captain Marvel, issue number 4. We got some, I don't know what's going on in this book. I don't know. I can't remember. We got a cool shot. And we do have Black Panther, I think, shows up in this issue. I could be wrong. Nope, I'm right. Black Panther, Coulson, and Rocket show up in this issue. That's cool. So that'll be fun to read, as that book heads, directly into, it has to head directly into Civil War II, right? It has to. I could be wrong. All right, so let's check out the comments from last week. And like I said, I'll go over those. Leave a comment this week, and I'll go over it next week. So let's stick through that. All right, first up, JLS Comics. How's it going, man? Good to talk to you. Said, great haul, Justin. I like a lot of the BAM/fried pie variants. Lots of good art and contributing artists. Yeah, they are. They're really cool. Like I said, the 2 that I got this week, very, very cool. Let's see. Jack Yo says, Future Quest looks cool. I bought the complete Thundart of the Barbarian from Amazon, and it's as good as I remember. I'm going to check that out because I would like to have that also. Thundart of the Barbarian was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Thanks for commenting, Jack Yo. Jack Yo. Holgram Peterson says, I liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 3, the standoff tie-in. For me, it was okay, but I haven't read issue 4 so far. All right, that's cool, man. I just don't know other than the tie-in story that we did the video on comicbook.com, I don't really know either. I just haven't read. I just didn't get into that series for whatever and didn't pick it up. But I'm glad to hear it's good. Maybe I'll pick it up and trade at some point. Maybe. Who knows? There's so many books. There's so many books. Chris Lackey. What's up, Chris Lackey? He said, I love the fried pie picks. Fried pies. I hope they are worth something. Question mark. Well, for the most part, they're being sold for a few dollars more than what you buy them for, but I don't know if that's really what they're worth or it's just what people are asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could just be selling them for that because they're hoping somebody in an area where there's not a Books A Million or a Second Charles or whatever, so you can't get them. I don't know. So I don't know. I figure it's about even. I'm not looking to sell any of them really, other than the Star Wars stuff. I'm going to sell my Star Wars stuff just because. All right, next, the Comic Fool. So what's up, buddy? Great haul. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. The wall is looking freaking awesome. Really cool. Yeah, man, that thing is nuts. Like I said, it's 8 freaking feet tall. It's huge, and it's like 5.5 feet wide. Yeah, so they did a great job with that. I really like it. Thanks for commenting, man. Let's see. Suburban Neon Weekend says, people have such bipolar views on Gwenpool. Some say it's Marvel. It's a Marvel gimmick. Some people actually think it's cool. What's your stance? Great haul as usual. Hey, thanks a lot, Suburban Neon Weekend. Before it came out, I was completely like, it's just a gimmick or whatever. Because I haven't read any of the stuff that Gwenpool's been in, like Howard the Duck. Like, I didn't pick that book up, so I didn't know. And I don't think I have that variant. I wish I did. That first variant she appeared on, Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. That would be awesome to have. Maybe it wasn't Guardians. I don't remember what it was. Anyway. But after reading the story, I mean, it is an interesting story. It's not really... Like, I've read the first issue, right? And she, if you haven't read it, just the way she's in there, she knows she's in a book. She knows she doesn't have powers, but she also knows she's going to be okay because she's the protagonist of the story. So, I don't know. It's okay. I understand that they made it like here's how it went. The cover hit, and everybody freaked out and thought it was awesome. So then she got some backup stories, and now she has her own book, and they're seeing what happens, seeing what sticks. I don't see it being a long-term thing, but then again, I didn't see Spider-Gwen being a long-term thing either. So who knows? It could go on. I got issue 1 and a variant issue 1 just because it was cool, and it was a buy one, get one kind of thing. So, but I don't know if I'm going to get issue 2. Not if it costs the same as issue 1. Bam. So I hope that answered your question. I hope it does. So it was a good story. But yeah, it is about the money. So, Official Chris, great video. Thanks, man. And Isaiah Orsby, sorry if I mispronounced your last name, says, nice video. Check out my channel and subscribe. Alright. Cool. Everybody, I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do those things. Check out comicbook.com. Check out comicfrontline.com. And I'll be back soon with another video. Hopefully doing more reviews this week to contribute to both those sites. And what else? I need to do a live show soon. So leave me a comment. Let's do that soon. All right, everybody. Have a good one. And I'll be back again soon. So go read some comics because comics are good, right?